What's up, family? What's going on? Hopefully, y'all had a good day. Boy, yesterday was rough for me. Shit, it was rough. It was rough. Yesterday was rough, man. I mean, come on, man. God damn. I mean, uh, what do we have? We had Golden State at the Clippers and Reggie. I mean, he just stunk it up. Then I had a Milwaukee Bucks and Indiana Pacers. I had that player performance double going for me, and Middleton two threes in the win, and he only hit one. And then Sacramento Kings. I mean, Halliburton, he just, man. But one thing that's why it's so good, man. That's why it's so good that to break down, to go deep, dig deep, you have to know your personnel, man. They were giving out free lunch last night in that Sacramento game. They threw the whole damn squad up there, man, in the player prop section, man. You know, I got to go back and run and check and see what happened with Lynn, but I mean, like Meadow, man, they had his rebound. It was like plus 800 for like 9, man. I slammed on that shit for 8 and 9 and 7 and shit like that, man. I mean, like, what the hell? I mean, Davis. I mean, man, it was some bright spots, man. But Halliburton, he really killed it, man. And then on the Memphis Grizzlies side, I mean, that was the same thing too. I mean, they just threw people out there, man. I mean, Milton. He hit the 4 assist prop for me on the head, but his 4 assists was probably like plus 500, man. And then his 14 prop, I'm like, God damn, they just giving away money. And that's the beauty of knowing, what's going on out here in this league, man. For real. I mean, it's just, I mean, I can't, got to know your personnel, man. Boston Celtics. Marcus Smart got that for me in the assist category. Now, Van Vliet, he didn't get there for me, but I should have known not to mess with his, because he was gonna have to score the ball, man. I mean, in this assist category, he didn't get there for me. But the 3-point ball, the 3 balls is always there for him, man. He hit 5 threes, he had 27 points, and then I didn't think. I should have known that he was going to have to score the ball a little bit more. That was going to hinder his assists. And then, but Scotty Barnes jumped in there with 21 and 7, which we already know he's going to ball out. Precious Achiuwa hit that 9 rebound mark, but his prop was sitting around 7. I knew he'd hit that. So it was some very nice bright spots, but overall I had a bad day. So, it is what it is with that. And then last but not least, Cade Cunningham, man. He didn't even, I was all on his assist prop for I think it was 6.5, and I was going to alter it. I only did 2 same game parlays for that game, and then I didn't bet no straight bets or anything like that. But I really wanted to hammer Jamie Grant points prop. I got scared and bagged out. I don't know why, but I did same game parlay, and everything hit except for Cade Cunningham. I even brought his assist prop down to 4. I should have left him the fuck alone. He's starting to get a little irritating, but he's been consistent for the 6 assist prop for me. Now, man, before I get into this, man, I gotta go do some shit, man. I gotta go look into some. I've been researching some because I need to start going live. I started looking at researching some OBS, some platforms, some software. Maybe probably step out here, probably go to Best Buy, give me another computer, maybe a webcam and a mic and shit like that. So, I just really need to start going live. So you guys got not too tech savvy, but I've seen some programs out there that I can really run. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know on that. Don't have much to touch on today. Hopefully, in the future, I really like to break these games down, but I do want to narrow it down and hopefully start coming on here and just giving my straight picks. I'm just not, I'm not a capper, and I've never been comfortable with that. I'm more of a breakdown person, but we got a 205.5 over under at this Orlando Magic's and Philadelphia game here. Philadelphia favored by 13.5. not too much we're going to be going to get betting on that spread, but I will be interested in some player performance doubles over here. Maybe even if I can get like a 2-3 or maybe a 3-3 in the win for somebody like Curry, and then I'll have to check out some Tobias Harris props going up against this old team, but there is some blowout potential here, but. I mean, Joel Embiid is in a very good spot. Injuries for this, Cole Anthony is still out. Mo Bamba is out. I mean, he's questionable. And Shake Milton is questionable. So, we don't have anything else, so I can't really, pinpoint, anything right now. So let's keep it moving. Denver Nuggets at Miami Heat. I'll just go over some injury news and notes right here. As far as, but we don't have anything out. I mean, you all know there's bad blood from this team right here, with the Nikola Jokic and the Morris twin thing. But Nikola Jokic is questionable against the Heat. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. Jimmy Butler, he's questionable as well. And then you got Tyler Hero, he's questionable. And that's about it for the significant injuries. We got 208 over under in this one. Miami Heat favored by 7. There's nothing out. There's no props or anything out. I just have to keep it moving, man. Miami Heat's going to want this game badly. What we have next here? Indiana Pacers at Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves favored by 2.5. 217 over under in this one. They only have the Pacers props out right now. I don't have a prop. I don't have anything for this right now. Sadly to say right now, I don't have any props. Maybe when Minnesota Timberwolves props come out, I'll probably have something from there. If you guys have some, jump in the comments. Let me know. But as of right now, I don't have anything, man. I don't have anything. Injuries for these teams. Not too many injuries for these teams here. Let's see. I did want to point one thing out, though, but he never pops up on the books. If he does, I have to see. I have to see. But Patrick Beverley is out. So he'll be out for the duration, probably for another week or two or something. He'll be reevaluated. So that's something to keep an eye out there. Chris Duarte. Duarte has been playing okay as of late. He's averaging 13-4 on the season. Justin Holiday, he's that 3 guy, all right? Justin Holiday is the 3 guy, all right? If you think he's in a good spot, even though Minnesota Timberwolves are around like top 10 and, best defending in the 3-point area, but he does, somebody's got to make the 3, okay? So Justin Holiday, that's all he does is shoot the 3. So let me tell you, last game he had 11 attempts, 8 of them were 3s, 6 attempts, 4 of them were 3s, 15 attempts, 12 of them were 3s, 9 attempts, 7 of them were 3s, 11 attempts, 7 of them were 3s, 5 attempts, 4 of them were 3s, and so on and so forth. It is what it is. He used to hit the 3 ball at a very, very high clip, but his last 4 games he's been okay. He's hit in his last 4 games he's hit multiple 3s. He's hit multiple 3s in 4 of his last 5 games, and then 3 of those were 4 3s apiece. So he can get hot, but Pacers, they do defend the 3. Minnesota top 10 and defending the 3, which really doesn't mean too much to me. And then you got somebody like coming off the bench, Malik Beasley. He does have a flamethrower. One guy I did want to point out, if he does get a chance to pop up, I'd imagine he's having he'll have a tough task right here. Is Jared Vanderbilt, especially in his last 5. He's averaging 5.5 points, but almost 8 rebounds. In this last 5 games, he's had his last 6 games he's had double-digit rebounds, and 5 of them rebound totals in 14, 8, 15, 11, 10, 12. So he's been on fire from the rebound category. And then of course you got D'Angelo Russell. He's another guy that I like to talk about. We already know he has a torch from behind the arc. Decent source of rebounds. He's averaging. Assists. He's averaging around 6. So, I have to go through those to let you guys know that game can be decent for same game parlays. You got Sabonis. You got Karl Anthony Towns along with Ant-Man. So, it could be some shit to like there. 224 over under. My Chicago Bulls at home, favored by 5.5. And look, man, we got the Charlotte Hornets, man. So look, we don't have. We do have shit out. We do have shit out. All right. So look, man, it's here. It's one of those games, man. Can be one of those games. We're gonna have. First of all, we're gonna have Mason Plumlee's gonna be out for this one. All right. So keep that in mind. Javonte Green is questionable for the Bulls, and everybody else looks good to go. All right. A bunch of jump shots, a bunch of rebound opportunities, assist opportunities. I mean, double opportunities. It's all to be, it's everything. Hats off in this one, and the gloves off in this one. I mean, Nikola Vucevic, he's in a great spot. He has been. I mean, without Plumlee, come on now. He's in a really good spot. I mean, he's averaging a double-double this season, man. I mean, he's only went over 20 points in one time in his last 15 games, okay? So, his point prop is sitting at 16.5. I do think it's doable. This should be a good spot for him to get right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no one prop from this game. I'm telling you that right now. I'm hitting this game for same game parlays. I'm going to be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. LaMelo Ball going up against his brother Lonzo Ball. Both of these guys are triple-double candidates. It's a lot to like about this game. You can't get a rebounds against the Bulls. I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? Rebound opportunities. I mean, you can get in here. You can get you some plus money, some plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 odds, and get out of there. You can get you some high odds in same game parlays and get out of there. I really like this game. I don't have to really touch on a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of 3-point shots taken on both sides of the ball. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is with that. I mean, you're gonna get what Lonzo Ball, his two 3-point prop. I mean, all these guys. LaMelo Ball, they steadily want you to. They really want you to take this every single day. His 3-point prop is sitting at 2.5. Last game against the Rockets, he did have a triple-double, but in the 3-point category, it just wasn't his time to hit this prop. But even if you're going down here altering these threes, I mean, come on now. You already know the drill. I go through this every day. This is a pace-up matchup for the Bulls. It's some great rebounding opportunities. They don't put P.J. Washington on the books. If they do, I always miss out on him. He's somebody who can stretch the floor, so he will go out there and hit the three. He's been, he had missed 3 weeks, but recently he's played 3 games. In those 3 games he's had 3 threes, 5 threes, and then he went 0 for 1. Okay, so it's a lot to look out for in this game. Okay, defensively, why? I mean, you got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and then they start LaMelo Ball at the 1, and they start Terry Rozier at the 2. I don't know who's going to be sticking. Zach LaVine or whatever the case may be, but it is what it is. It's some players and some good spots here. Get in there and get you some money. This is a game that I think you can go in there and cover yourself. Okay, Oklahoma City at Houston Rockets. All right, 215 over under in this one. 2.5. Rockets 2.5 point favorites in this one. Right over here to the rebound section. I'm leaning this way. 11.5 rebounds for Christian Wood. It's a lean to me. For me, I ain't really went there yet, but it's definitely a lean for me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been rebounding the ball very well, and you have to pick your spots with a guy like him. So injuries over here, you gotta look at Jalen Green is out, and then outside of the usual suspects, that's about it. Okay. So, but you know what though, Kenrich Williams, he does get a decent amount of minutes, so he'll be out. I didn't know that. So that's something to look at. But another game for same game parlays. Don't get too don't get too cute, or whatever the case may be. You can get in and get you some money if you don't have a definite which you feel comfortable about putting your money on any one of these props here. As far as who's going to win this game, I don't know. Slight lean to the Rockets, I guess. Slight lean to the Rockets. They're at home, but I'm not definite on that. 211.5 over under in this one. Cleveland Cavaliers at Dallas Mavericks. Cleveland Cavaliers are on the road in this one. Tough matchup here, but you guys know how I feel about Cleveland, man. I just looked at the spread last night. I think it was 5. It's going up to 6.5. Injury situation we got here. Brunson is questionable. Of course, Colin Sexton is out. Now, Cedi Osman is questionable, and Dean Wade is doubtful. Dean Wade, he's been logging a heavy amount of minutes, okay? So, that's something to keep an eye out there, all right? But you're going to have, it's an interesting game here, okay? So, I looked over some things here, and you guys know I love to fuck around and, mess around with Cleveland, all right? So, first thing I want to talk about here is Jared Allen, all right? We know, he's in a good rebounding spot, okay? In my opinion, you can take it how you want to take it. He's averaging 15 and 11 right here. So they got his rebound prop sitting around his average. All right, he's in a good. He's in the double spot here. He's one of my favorite double candidates of today. All right, Evan Mobley. We know he has double upside. All right, he's came back one game. He's been back one game. Played against Orlando after missing 12 days, and he jumped right into the fold. 33 minutes. So barring any foul trouble, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't mind going to this rebound prop here. He's gonna get it at 7.5. Gonna get it at plus money. Okay, he's gonna have to hit 8. Even if you want to alter it or something like that in same game parlays to go down to 6, you can get it at minus 265 in same game parlays, shit like that. So that's something. That's an interesting play for me. I'm damn near getting ready to lock it in. I don't know. It's still a lean for me. All right, still a lean for me. All right, okay. Assists. Okay, Darius Garland, his assist prop is moving up. All right. He's really a true point guard, but he can score. You know what I'm saying? So as they're getting a little bit back more healthy, so what does he do? He says, okay, I'm going to jump right back into the assist category, okay? So in his last 3 games, like when Markkanen and Evan Mobley coming back into the fold and Love, his assist totals has risen, especially his last 3 games. Against Orlando, he had 11. Against Phoenix, he had 7. Against Brooklyn, he dropped 11. He can smash this assist prop at any time. I don't know if I'll get there, but that shit is definitely in jeopardy. It's a lot of juice on it. You might want to parlay it up or whatever, but that assist prop is definitely in jeopardy. You can go to some alternates, whatever the case may be, something like that. All right. So moving along, and you know what though, Evan Mobley, you being out there all that time, he is averaging 2 assists now. Don't get it twisted. He's averaging 2 assists. He can go out there and steal you 2 assists, just being out there on the floor, and that'll help bolster your same game parlay, But you know what I like to do when I come over here. I have to triple down, double down on Darius Garland, his threes. All right. I do like to hit this 3-point prop. You already know that. You're gonna get it at plus money. He's hit this 3-point prop, frequently, and like I always say, I like to go down here to the 2s, and then I'll jump in there for some 2s. Okay, but overall, decent matchup here. I have some real interest in that spread, and that's where I'm at with that. So let's move it on. Okay. One thing about Cleveland, they play the same whether they're at home or on the road. Washington Wizards, we have 215 over under in this one. we don't have anything out for this game. But one thing I want to tell you, what I'm going to have some interest in, I'm going to have some interest in Jakob Poeltl, okay? Especially his rebound prop, all right? Jakob Poeltl is playing some good basketball this year, okay? He's averaging around 30 minutes a game. You know, he's averaging 12 and 9, close to a double-double. So, you know, I really have some interest in this rebound prop, but I don't know what it is, so I have to wait and see what it looks like. And then, you know, I don't mind the matchup for Bradley Beal. He'll probably be faced with somebody like, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to try to guard Bradley Beal in this one, but I'll have some interest in this point prop. Portland Trail Blazers at Utah Jazz. 223 over under in this one. Utah Jazz favored by 7. I didn't really dig off into this one. So, you know, Utah Jazz is at home. And, you know, you guys got anything for this one, just let me know. New Orleans Pelicans at Los Angeles Clippers, 211.5 over under. Los Angeles Clippers favored by 6.5. I had a hunch the last time these two teams played, and you know, I'm an underdog type of guy. New Orleans Pelicans went out there and pulled it off for me. A few things I want to point out about this game on the New Orleans Pelicans side, even though they're at home. Still a few things I want to point out here. Last time these two teams played, of course, Pelicans they actually kept their foot on their neck the whole game. So. We had Jonas Valanciunas. He had a monster double-double. I think he had like 27 and 14 or something like that, 26 and 15. Brandon Ingram had a nice rebounding game. He had around 12 rebounds. So, you know, that leads me to the rebound section here. All right, so I do kind of tend to like to target Los Angeles Clippers in the rebounding section, all right? For some reason, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, the power forwards and, you know, the small forwards of the world. You know, so you're going to usually get Brandon Ingram rebound prop at about 4.5 in any given night, but they got it juiced up at 5.5. So I don't know if I'll be able to get there. Last game, his rebound prop was at 4.5 going up against Utah. So now, I guess since he had 12 rebounds against them, previous matchup, they put it up to 5.5. You know, I don't know if I'll get there. I'm just going to let you know that right now. I have some interest in this 11.5 here. Of course, we all know who this guy is. We all know what he can do, okay? So I don't have to go into convulsions about that. Ivica Zubac, he did have 11 rebounds last time these two teams played. If he stay out of foul trouble, he might be able to touch that, okay? Now, somebody who's not up here. Last time these two teams played, the bet I took was Josh Hart, double-double, and the win. Why? Because he's a really good rebounder, okay? He ended up hitting a double-double and the win that was plus 600 for me. So I capitalized off that. Didn't bet much, but I capitalized off that. Now, Devontae Graham was out, all right? So right now, they don't have Devontae Graham. I mean, they don't have Josh Hart rebounds out right now. Closer to lock, they'll probably add him. All right, so that's something to keep an eye out on. All right, but player assists. Another thing I want to point out right here. Devontae Graham. He's the 3-point guy over here. He's a 3-point guy, and he's a 3-and-dish guy. You know what I'm saying? He does shoot the 3 ball pretty well. All right, now he's averaging 4 assists. All right, so. You know, I have some interest in this. He didn't play that last game they played. They had Nickeil Alexander-Walker running the point at that time, and you know, it was kind of shaky for him. He had to get in a scoring category, but that's neither here and there. He is averaging 4 assists a game. Okay, so I do have some interest in that. You're gonna get this at plus money. All right, so you know I have a slight lean towards the over in that one. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to bet it. So, you know, it is what it is. And the 3-pointers, all right. Devontae Graham. You're gonna get his 3-point prop at 2.5. All right. Now, Eric Bledsoe does play a little tough defense, so I don't know if you want to get there or not. And then as far as I mean, I don't know if it's going to be one or the other for me. I mean, then in second game parlays, of course, I'm going to alter it down to 2s or whatever the case may be. But it's going to be one or the other. Devontae Graham assist prop or Devontae Graham 3-point prop. Okay. And last but not least, I can't leave without telling you guys, because this is value. This is value that I feel like you guys should know. Josh Hart is definitely not on the books, but I told you guys in the last time. All right. It's the last 2 matchups. They had the first game going up against Utah, and then the second game going up against Utah. The Pelicans got blew out. But the first game, I had to put you guys on notice. All right, he had 5 assists that game. So keep an eye out on the assist prop. Do your research if you want to jump on it or not. I caught it sweet 2 times in a row for his 4 assist prop was sitting around. His 4 assist prop was sitting around. Josh Hart, I'm talking about. His 4 assist prop was sitting around, and I think that was about plus 450 or something like that. All right. So he's averaging 3.5 assists, but lately he's been pouring assists on. Okay. He's hit 4 assists. Let me see. In 3 out of his last 4 games. Prior to that, he had assists in 4, 5, 11, 5. So, he's sort of one of those players that got to go out there and do what it takes. All right, do what it takes. So, that's it, man. That's all I got for you guys. Keep an eye out for Marcus Morris. You know what I'm saying? He's going to turn that corner. He was one of my bright spots yesterday. He's not popping up on the books right now. He did have, 13, 6, and 5 or something like that. He hit 2 threes. Those are the guys that we want to be on before it's too late. Because then once it's too late, we can't get to them. With that being said, I'm out, guys. Peace.